So, are we ready to begin? Ooh, fun. Yeah, we need to get together to do a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! At some point. Anyway, but without further ado, are we ready to begin? Alrighty. Last we left off, our party has been traveling to Gracklestug, having just helped Blingden Stone with their threat of the oozes. And some interesting issues turning up when least expecting it. And now you're joining a group of gem sellers. Actually, they're not gem sellers, they're salt sellers. To head to Gracklestug so that they can buy more equipment, since during the attack most of their equipment got destroyed. Um, you had we had ended off just after you had killed a group of Grell. These Grell having... One second. These Grell having... Let's see here. Yeah, these Grell having hidden amongst the cave systems in order to try and catch you unaware. Thankfully, you were all perceptive enough to be able to catch it ahead of time. Do you stop to roleplay a little bit, or are you just heading to the next bit? Okay. What? The next encounter as you come to the end of the day. Let me see here. You are on here. Okay, as you come to the end of the day, you come across a massive gorge that is about 700 feet deep from what your tests give. It is a good place to rest, or at least it is the only place to rest right now, but crossing it will be trouble. Especially with having to get the cart. Especially with having to get the cart across. Well, it is... Let me see. Let me double check. Specifically this terrain. See here. Encounters. Let me see here. Those are the creature. Ah, I see. Once gorge. Ah. Yeah. The choice is to either try and find a way around it or find a way through it. Or to turn around. Unless you can find a way to If you can manage to find a way to get across it quickly, that would be awesome, but... Mm-hmm. Yeah. You should be able to go to the journal, which on... don't worry about that. Yeah, feel free to do perception checks. Mm-hmm. Nice. Nice. Okay, with an unnatural 20. I mean, if you didn't have the cart to deal with, this gorge wouldn't be too bad to cross or to get across. Um the the deep gnomes kind of are looking at the gorge and going, we might have to go around. We might have taken the wrong path to Gracklestug. Well, obviously, there's this gorge here, and you do know the Underdark is just a maze of tunnels, right? It's sometimes hard to it's hard to distinguish, all right? And it's not easy setting up good clear markers because monsters come through and knock them down all the time. You think paint is good enough to actually stick? And what about a tunnel collapse? Exactly. There's no good way for us to keep good markers. Well, I mean, we could, but that will cost us probably a day or so. Let me see here. Getting the cart across would be the big challenge. If you didn't have the cart, you probably could climb down and back up the gorge just fine, but it would it would still be slow going. Well, I mean, we could at least rest for the night and then backtrack. Well, rest for our sleeping time and then backtrack to the right way. Who are you talking to? Canis? Ah, okay. There's Spiderbait, the two gnomes, Eldeth, Ront, and Shushar. Those are the NPCs you have with you. Okay, cool. You're speaking to Sun. Alrighty then. Well, we'll take a rest. Who's going for the first watch? Okay. And you begin. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. The night goes without incident. What do you think? Do you think every day is going to be a... Yeah. Uh, anyway. So, let me clear that. Your next day goes off without a hitch. And while you are traveling on the day after, let me see here, you come across, let me see here. Yes. Yes. You come across an underground stream. A single elvish individual is sitting beside it, drinking from the water. Whenever they notice you, they just kind of stand up with a start, not sure if they should run or not. It looks like some kind of elvish individual. Um, Hi. Uh, I, uh, I, I escaped from a drow slaver camp. Would you mind showing us around? Maybe getting us somewhere? All right. Thank you. You have picked up. Mm-hmm. And the fox person with what appears to be a stick that you've seen shoot thunder. Mm-hmm. Okay. Double checking something. Okay. 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 Do you have any input? on the new individual joining your group? Okay. Don't worry about it. Well, uh, I will give you each a chance to make a perception or insight check. Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. Getting a, getting through all those good rolls. Nice to have them dealt with early. Now, we'll see if my luck is any good. Let's hope it's bad for you. Anyway, yes, Aradian, or more properly, Canis and Alistair. You notice this person is scratched up a bit. And it does seem clear that they were from some kind of slavery camp. They have iron manacles that seem to have been broken in some way around their arms and feet. They are wearing nothing but sack clothes, and it appears they have had a whole bunch of cuts and scrapes. Their back is even scarred up from what apparent lashings there are. Um, Son, this person is spooked. He does. They don't know if she doesn't know if they you can be trusted. You all do note that she is a moon elf, though. Specifically. Okay. Go for it. Okay. Go for it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wheel. Alistair. Let me see here. Double check. Moon elves are a variant of half elf. Let's see here. Yes. If I can. Fortunately, let me see here. I'm trying to get more information for you. Well, I wasn't expecting you to be so interested, but I mean, it is an interesting. Let me see here. Yes. Mm-hmm. Uh huh. Yeah, actually, with the Blasphemous game, you were going through a lot of the lore bits, which was fun. Let's see here. Let me see here. goodness sakes. Well, they don't give me too much knowledge on exactly, see here, what it means to be a moon elf or or a sun elf, to my knowledge, or I'm just missing it. For goodness. My guess is a moon elf is probably a elf that is half mixed with drow blood. They're not pure drow, but they are also they also have that kind of blood in them. So you can see kind of the mixture of that heritage within them. However, you would know that any moon elf would be considered inferior in regular drow society. So, if this individual was indeed originally a member of the drow society, they've endured a lot of hardship. Okay. Okay. I mean, we're in the Underdark. It's not a given. Out of curiosity, where are you headed? Her face kind of darkens at that thought, and she's like, oh, well, if we're careful, I'll probably not be in trouble. Okay. If that is the case, then. Do note, it is a Durgar run city. Um, Correction. You just left a deep gnome town. Durgar, different. Big difference. Hmm. Okay. And, yeah. Without further ado, let me see here. Do. Okay. Let me get you over to the next map. This next encounter proves exceptionally uh, troublesome. Well, not too troublesome, but yeah, the cart can fit. So, What the heck? Oh, there it is. Ooh. Eek. Okay. If you insist. Don't die. Oh no. All right. And let's see here. During your next day of travel, is it your next day of travel? I think it is the next day of travel. Oh yeah. Just before you're about to set out to rest, then you notice a particular glow in the caverns ahead as a group of fire beetles begins to head in your direction. Let me. The deep gnomes are instantly excited about this prospect. They're like, quick, we should kill as many as we can so we can collect their glands. They're useful for light. What was the question again? Oh, they're big beetles that basically they have heated glands inside themselves that generate light. We can use them to basically be makeshift lanterns in the dark. Oh yes, and there is already a decent amount of light, not just from the bugs themselves. They are glowing, and the uh, the deep gnomes seem to be eager to have them like the bugs slain, so that they can collect them. Be sure to be careful not to disrupt that gland. The fire beetles are. Hmm? Oh no! Oh no! The basically this horde of fire beetles is approaching, and the deep gnomes are eager for you guys to kill the fire beetles. Just be sure not to disrupt those glands. No, no, no. We don't want to ruin them. They're useful. Why are you winking in this situation? What is with this weeking? So, what do you do? Go ahead. Okay. Uh-huh. Take a roll initiative. Yeah, that's everybody. There you go. I'm gonna have to get you guys. There we go. Oh. Okay. Um, Spiderbait will join this. Ront and Eldith aren't going to join on this one. Yes. Oh no. 1 second. Oh, Alistair got a 14, I think, right? Okay. Canis, have you already rolled? Yeah. What was that? Oh, well. Oh, yeah. Nice. Alrighty, wheel. Let me see here. Oh, wait. Son, rollies. You have beaten Spiderbait. A 14. Okay. Roll. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. So these bugs are traveling through. Um, I mean, considering that they can't get through and they seem to be wanting to get through, they're gonna start attacking because they feel threatened. Okay. This is gonna be so funny. What do you mean? You could still do it. Okay. Well, Tatsuya, does a 14 hit? Or Sun? Okay. Canis, does a 19 hit? You take 1 fire damage. You can do that. Yeah, go for it. And Alistair. Cool, that misses. All the rest. Yeah. Sun, go ahead. Yeah, and they're just kind of swarming, kind of that swarm mentality and all that fun stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay. That hits. Okay, so you slash down, electricity arcing from your blade, and as you cut into the beetle, your blade slicing clean through it, the electricity arcs and the bug explodes in viscera and carapace, splattering the fluid-filled sac that was filled with the bioluminescence, and it is gone. What are you doing? We're supposed to keep those keep those intact. Well, you're not supposed to do so much that they explode. What are you thinking? Imbuing your sword with whatever that is. I mean, I probably could collect these better than you. Let me roll initiative for these two. Okay. I am aware. Okay. Let me see here. Um. Cool. They go after. Okay. Okay. Um, I'm sorry. Alistair, I believe it is your turn. Was that your turn, son? Okay. Set is just being petty. Or son. Okay. Okay. Needs to make a constitution save, right? Let's see here. Gotta pull this up. Cool. Ah, crap. Hate it when I accidentally put on the. It didn't make that. Uh huh. Okay. This thing taking in the poison gives out a little screeching cry and falls over dead. See, he can do it. Is that your turn, Alistair? Okay. Okay, well, Spider Bait's next, and he's going to shoot it with a bow. He hits. Okay. He manages to fire a arrow into the head, and it's just enough damage and not too much to actually cause it the to pierce the gland. It's easy if you're just careful. Canis, it's your turn. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Make it make an attack roll. That would provide disadvantage as well. Mm-hmm. That is perfectly fair. Now, granted, I think the actual ruling um, on sneak attack is you have to have an ally within 5 feet of your target, or it should be an enemy within 5 feet of the target. Yep, that works. 19. Nice. Okay, that would definitely hit. .21 piercing. You shoot into this thing, and it is blown apart by the impact of the bullet. Let me see here. It does explode in a sense, but not in the fiery big woof explosion. It just goes splat, and Sun is slightly covered in viscera. These guys. These guys. Okay. Are going to do. They're going to throw darts. Excuse me. That would be too hard off. See here. One shoots for one and misses. The other one goes for another and just misses. No, just completely misses. Too bad you didn't have Jim Jar to take on your bet. Jim Jar's not here. Mm. Okay, just making sure. I'm making sure. Yeah. I've moved the dead ones so you can see the living ones. Yeah, I realized my mistake. Anyway. So yeah, with the way they've set up, they can now attack. Two of them are attacking you, Sun. Does a 7 1 fire damage. Okay. The imbuing his blade with lightning. Uh, the second one missed. Canis, one of them is attacking you. Does that hit? 15. Oh, one. No, they both missed. Okay, cool. And Alistair, two are attacking you. I'm guessing that misses. 13. And that is another 13, so that misses. Alrighty. Yeah, these things are not that they're not that intimidating, honestly. They are rising up and biting at you with their pincers, and oftentimes their pincers aren't even strong enough to get through your clothing. So, son, what's your action? What do you do? Well, are you ready to not actually waste materials so we can have proper lighting as we travel? You're spending your turn to stand? What do you mean? It's not that they're valuable, it's that they're useful. And if you waste things, you end up dying. That's that's not entirely fair. Oh yes. Don't it it happens all the time, but in the chat it actually tells you what they roll. So we go based off of the chat more than what the die says. I know, it happens. It's weird. Hey, just shows just shows you how much Roll 20 is dedicated to realism. Their virtual yeah, these virtual dice can cock. However, Roll 20 will rule on what it rolled. And sometimes it's unfortunate. Okay, I'm sorry. Make an attack roll. Are you trying to avoid? Okay. 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 Give me a moment. My insistent doggo wants out. I'll be back. Okay, so what'd you get? 11 to hit? That misses. Okay. All right. 16. 16 hits. And there's where the doggo. I'll be back. Okay, what did you roll for damage? Awesome. Putting in the extra effort, you do manage to kill this thing without cause. I don't I don't think so, but if it's a long sword mechanically, what would we put? Then it would have the long sword's mastery as well. Okay, cool. Alistair, it's your turn. If you want, okay, cool. Yeah, if you want a little bit more accurate or more guaranteed ping, you can right click first and then ping everybody. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I think it causes disadvantage or something. Mm-hmm. Nice. He is dead. Mm-hmm. Okay. Alrighty. It is Spiderbait's turn. He is going to make an attack. He's going to try and attack the one nearest to Canis. He hits. And he is also able to take it out without causing too much harm. That is his turn, and Canis, it is your turn. Okay. Make an attack roll. Oh, 13 just hits. Now, question, are you trying to avoid breaking it apart? Okay. Um mhm. Okay. Well, with that, it is able to you are able to defeat it without causing too much damage to the rest of it. Okay. These two are going to do attacks as well. Uh, first one, first one hits. Uh, this one right here. Well, he was trying to hit whenever you guys first talked about it, and he's able to kill it. And the other one attacks. And he is able to finish this one off as well. uh, yes. Soon after. Yeah. But yes, after clearing out these fire beetles, you are able to gather their flame sacks, which are basically I'm coining the term from Monster Hunter, basically, which are basically little glands that produce light. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the flame sacks are, I think, the higher grade ones, and then there's the Inferno sack. I like Monster Hunter. I wish I had the ability to play the new one, but I'm working on that. Oh no, my computer didn't try and die. It's just the first time it started loading up, I actually got a loading screen and then it crashed, and then the game kept crashing every time I attempted to load it. Anyway. So other than that, the next night. Did I die? I am back! I am not dead! It is good to be alive! Okay. Mm-hmm. You got. Yeah. Um. Should be about 11. Yeah. Anyway, but the only interesting bit that happens during the next day's travel is passing through a boneyard. There, it is a cavern entirely filled and covered from on the floor with bones. But as you begin to pass, nothing seems to happen. Sure. Feel free. You got another nat one? Oh my gosh. Uh huh. Okay. It will be that plus. I don't consider skill checks criticals, but mm-hmm. But okay. So for the perception check, there's a lot of bones in here, and it's from all types of creatures. Um, you swear you can see a bullet corpse or bullet skeleton in the amongst them. Okay. So, Arcana check. Natural 20 for a 28. You're aware that you remember hearing about these places. The boneyards of the Underdark. It's basically where the corpses of creatures are collected in some way, either by a monster that has taken up residence and long since left, or by some kind of malevolent magic. You're not entirely sure. But there is on occasion that these boneyards of the Underdark have a chance of having enough dark energy or necrotic energy about them, or energy from the. Gosh, I can't remember what it is. It's like the Feywild, but it's the reverse of the Feywild. Gosh darn it. I remember. I know what it is, but I can't remember what it is. Not Blight. The Shadowfell. Energies from the Shadowfell. Um, yeah. Sometimes there's enough of that energy about to raise the bones when living creatures come about. And the corpses try and add to their number. I think I made a weirdness. 1 second. There we go. I accidentally moved the map. Okay. Luck kind of dawns on your group when you come to a point where you need to rest. You find a suitable shelter that provides natural cover and camouflage for. Let me see here. Uh, for your group to rest in. Here. The the deep gnomes in your group begin taking the time to set up the cart, and they basically kind of decommission it a little bit, purposely decommission it, just in case something happens in the night, as well as setting up to where their giant lizard, uh, not mounts, but livestock, beasts of burden, are set up comfortably in the shelter. Let's see here. Boom. Oh, yes. And it is here you can make your rest. One second. Mm-hmm. I seem to have forgotten Alistair Cornwall. Oh, come on. Uh, One moment. I gotta. My roll twice. Technical difficulties. There we go. Okay. I need to recopy Alistair's token. And now my dog is going crazy. Yeah. Probably somebody approaching the house. Okay. You should be able to see now. Uh huh. mm hmm. Okay. Everything seems all right. Shushar begins to make some tea. It is the least I can do for you, providing an an ample amount of service. Surely, I will be ensuring that she is feeling most welcome. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So, son, you are taking first watch. Who is taking second? Okay. And Canis, you will be taking third? Okay. Alrighty then. The night mostly goes without issue. However, Canis, what's your past perception? Yeah. Okay. Easily enough. You hear coming down the corridor where your cart is and is pointing towards a set of footprints, a couple sets of footprints. Uh, Towards. Yes. You then eventually hear a couple of voices. Oh, hey, what did we find here? No, often you find an abandoned cart filled with goods. If you follow the cavern, the tunnel, it will lead to a further tunnel out. So if you follow this way, it'll open up into another tunnel. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Make a stealth check. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Nice. With a 27, you are stealthed. Mm-hmm. And you watch as a group of humanoid individuals begin approaching the cart. They appear to be some kind of bandit. Uh, Mostly a mix. Um, Somewhat a mix. There's a couple of humans in there, but there are also a few half orcs. The leader amongst them is a black dragonborn. Despite his black scales, he's easy to spot because he wears a lot of jewelry that kind of glints in the even in the darkness. There's about five in total. including one that appears to be a leader of the group. Okay. He needs to make a saving throw. I think an 8 fails, though. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I've been doing all right. Uh, was a surprise to see you here. I mean, I could have sworn I remembered. Where do I remember you from? Oh. Ah, yeah, indeed we did. So, what's been going on? Ah, oh, really? What are you looking? What type of cut you looking to get? Oh, well, I mean, it's awfully dangerous to do all this alone. We could provide help, and I'm sure you want to find somebody who knows how to get it dealt with on the download. There's no way someone like you did this, gathered this legitimately. Uh huh. Of course. Really? You know what? I like the cut. I like what you're selling. So, where are those? Uh huh. Mm hmm. Okay. Alrighty then. Thank you for providing us this information. Yeah, we were gonna steal this and kill any opposition, but hey, seeing as you're doing such a good thing by us, we'll be glad to let you have the full cut on this. Really, boss? Oh, really? He's a good friend of mine. Way back. Anyway, and they're gonna pass by. I think it's like an hour. Yeah. Uh, it's probably not gonna be too long, but here's the thing. Even if it takes an hour, he's pissed that you charmed him. There's a chance he might not be able to get back to you. So, mhm, mhm. The rest of your, I'd say probably about 2 hours. Uh huh. Okay. That is fair. That is fair. Uh huh. Okay. You do not hear them coming back. That is true. But a well, well done use to get around combat. Yeah, that is. Well, I mean, there's also a chance that rather than wanting to take the chance to of getting lost and finding you in the attempt to find you again, they could just go out for the for the bogus treasure, and that will really go go for them. That is true. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well. Mm-hmm. That is fair. That is fair. Um. Okay. Your next day of travel. Hmm. Yes. That is long rest. Yes. Oh, that is a point. I just realized something. Um. 1 second. 1 second. Cool. And I need to. I forgot that since you got there's more of you, I need to keep track of a little bit more. It may not be a bad thing, but it definitely becomes interesting here, important here. So, as you are traveling through the on the next day through the Underdark, you begin to for hours and hours over your travel. hearing these horrible shrieks, moans, and incoherent gibbering echoes through the passages. There doesn't seem to be an origin, and I need you, for the duration of this, all to make wisdom saving throws. Yes, wisdom. Nice. No. Yes. Okay. It's got. Hey! Hey! That's good! You guys are able to resist the mind bending effects and the sheer mental strain that these shrieks and gibbering sounds are actually causing. Question is, will your allies also fare good? Okay. So. Okay. 2 successes. Oh, Spider-Bait does well. Eldith doesn't. Let's see here. Okay. And finally, I also need to actually... Oh. Cool. Awesome. So Eldith is the only one who failed. Let me actually show you this wonderful little bar. Just so you can know. I need to double check the madness mechanics here. Okay, cool. Okay, where is that? Madness. Okay. Okay. Canis, roll me a D100. Yeah, roll me a D100. 26. Okay. 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 Um, and finally, awesome. So, Elvith begins to, without, begins to grow unstable, and then suddenly she breaks out laughing. It is a manic, crazed laugh. And she seems to be unable to bring out any, give any kind of, let me see here. Yeah, she seems to be unable to give any coherent speech while she's in this state. And this lasts for about 3 minutes before it stops, and she's just kind of out of it for a little bit. Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me. Mm-hmm. Okay. And alrighty. The rest of the day goes without issue. And during the travel of your next day, you all begin to hear a voice in your minds. A soft feminine voice sounds out suddenly. It's faint and distant. Hello? Is someone there? Oh, please, I need your help. I've been trapped in the dark for so long. So very long. Please, won't you free me? You don't get to an answer to the question, but you get a sense of direction of where to go. There's an even stronger sense of a direction where to go. Oh, do you think we should take the time to actually look at it? Well, if it is a trap, wouldn't it be better for strong individuals to deal with it so that weaker individuals don't fall prey to it? A lot of. Okay. If you want, you guys can take care of it. We'll wait. It's an outing with the boys. You come across what looks like an ancient tomb. It the geography is kind of weird wherever as you approach the doorway to a this tomb that you come across. It looks like it used to be a long time ago, actually above ground, but somehow, uh, since it's jutting in kind of like an unnatural air angle, it's like something from above ground plummeted into the depths. Alistair? Okay. The door is not locked. Something weird about it, though, as you open it, it's not on traditional hinges. It seems like there's a central, like, pull that it uses to swivel upon. So the door actually becomes a central pull that you guys can pass between. These doors of which seem to be made of, seem to be of beaten brass. And the age shows because the brass has gotten a greenish color to it. But you are here in an entrance room. And it is a simple bench. You do, oh, I'm sorry. It is not a bench. It is a stone diorama. It is depicting a noble dressed half elf surrounded by attendants, slaves, and other trappings of wealth and power. It looks like it is a showing of a floating city, or at least what was left of it. They are not lit. It is completely dark within here. Oh, let me actually fix the dynamic lighting. There it is. It is fixed. Okay. Make your perception check. You also make the perception check. Neither of you notice anything. Make a stealth check. Mm-hmm. Okay. Does everybody make a stealth check? Roll for stealth. That's because that's the yeah, the border. Oh, it should have always been there. Hmm. Nice. Nice. Very good rolls. Very, very good rolls. Yes. Okay. You slowly go down the stairs. And I'm going to go ahead and move you. Ah! Son! I suddenly cannot, move your token. One second. Technical difficulties. And again, Demi is going crazy. There we go. Alrighty. So now, you come across what is left of a shrine. There are dusty tapestries across the floor. The carvings in the wall themselves that used to be kind of depictions of something are completely gouged and unrecognizable. There's an altar in the on the northern wall that appears to be fully cracked. Mm-hmm. Make a look at the altar. Investigation or perception? Mm-hmm. 16? Okay. You're not entirely sure what this altar was for. Based off of it, it could have been just like offerings to the dead to venerate them. But something you do note about the altar, the damage to it was recent, and whatever caused it didn't leave footprints. Mm-hmm. Make a history check. What is it? 11! Nothing really, from what your knowledge is. This is an old relic. Okay. Canis, are you doing anything? Mm-hmm. Feel free. There is another door. And all these doors are of the same make. So in order to peek through it, you actually have to kind of pull it a little bit so you can kind of look past it, but it swivels from the center, not from the side. Make an investigation check for traps. Mm-hmm. Neither of you detect any traps. Mm-hmm. Okay. It is unlocked. This is a tomb. No. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. By the way, the lid of this sarcophagus. Let me see here. Just one moment. Okay. I see. Okay. The lid of the sarcophagus is incredibly detailed and inscribed with carvings of what look like floating cities. You step into the room. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be investigator. 19? Hmm. Hmm. Alistair, there's something weird about the sarcophagus lid. It is elegantly carved, but in the carvings, you're detecting a subtle, like, sigil that is also carved into it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It it's actually more of a general city. Okay. With a 23, there is old magic inscribed on this lid. You're not entirely sure what it does. Um, there are one of two. You're not entirely sure if it's one, the other, or both, but you're catching traces of abjuration and illusion. Canis, is there anything you're doing? Yeah. Mm-hmm. That that is fair. What do you do? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. You find another kind of tomb. It's got four sarcophagi. They're much less intricately carved as the last one that you've seen. Let me see here. The each of these the lids of these sarcophagi hold a sculpted image of a human, a robed human in repose. Uh Canis, are you in the room as well? Okay. With your passive perception, you do notice that the sarcophagus in the southeast corner looks to be on wheels. The new room, yes. That is fair. Yep. Okay. Make a strength check. Mm-hmm. Okay. With a 19, it slides over to reveal a small, like, let's see here, 4 foot square hole in the floor. It looks like a small little chute that goes down. Also, simultaneously as you move, you hear a collective sigh of anger as four specters appear. Roll initiative. Ooh boy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. It looks like you guys still beat out the specters, so it is your turn, Alistair. Magic weapon. Nice. Well, do note in 5.5 they have removed the resistances to non-magical weapons bit. So if they are resistant, they are just resistant. However, a +1 magic weapon is still nothing to shake a stick at. Make a slicey slice. Roll your damage. $11 points of slashing damage. Well, unfortunately, they are resisting to slashing. What type of sword is it? I think short swords still use piercing, but they're resistant to piercing as well. But I believe it is now Sun's turn. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, make an attack roll. Yes. Okay. It appears they are resistant to both slashing and lightning. Your damage is not doing your damage is not doing as much as you'd hoped. Okay. Yep. 30-20 hits. Mm-hmm. Okay. Despite the resistances this thing has had, you have decently cut this thing down to size. It's still alive, but it's hurting. Canis, it is your turn. Defilers! You will not disturb Lady Briss! Or Lady Brises! But anyway, Canis, it is your turn. You'll be able to hit them with your weapon. I will say that technically yes. I will say that you are still in stealth because yeah. Rogue shit. You're in the dark. You're not the one who caused them to rise up, so oh my goodness, that is amazing. So yeah. Um go ahead and roll those damage dice again. I mean, whichever you prefer, but I like to roll the dice, more dice, because I like more click clacks. So, Minusing the +4, so... Yeah, 28. So, despite... Yeah, yeah, the echo, the sound is deafening, and despite not being so sure that you can actually hit this thing, you do manage to make some contact, which does a lot of damage to it, but it doesn't do as much damage as you'd like. Despite a really decent shot. But, if that is your turn, it is their turn now. Okay. Son, you're getting attacked. Does a 17 hit? Okay. You take 7 necrotic damage, unless you're resistant. I don't know if you're resistant or not. Not to necrotic, okay. I need you to real quick make a Constitution saving throw. Cool. You save. Alrighty. Alistar, you are also getting attacked. That does hit unless you can shield. It's a dirty 20. You have to get one above. It needs to meet it or beats it. Mm-hmm. That brings you up to 21. Oh, if they meet it, they beat it. Mm-hmm. All right, you take 3 necrotic damage, and I'd like you to make another Constitution save as well. Nat 20. Nice. Okay. This one is kind of free. So 2, 4, 6. All right. He's going to go 5, 10, 20. Alistair, you're getting attacked. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. Oh, that misses. Looks like I vicious mockery in my own monster. Yeah. Canis, you are getting attacked. And that is a 19. I believe that'll hit. Six necrotic damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Canis? Okay. A 19 hits, yes? Awesome. You take 6 necrotic damage, and you need to make a con save. Okay, you take 3 necrotic damage, and I need you to make a con save. Oops. Okay, you save. Nice. Back up to the top. Alistair, it is your turn. Okay. 21 hits. Mm-hmm. 10 thunder damage. 10 thunder damage? Shouldn't it be just a D8? Well, that's the damage if they voluntarily move. The initial damage at uh yes. Yeah. It's kind of a weird spell. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah. Because if you notice at the level up bit, just to show, in the parentheses, they have at 11th level 2d8 and 3d8. That's what that's coming from. But anyway, go ahead and re-roll that d8 for me for the thunder damage. Okay, nice. Unfortunately, that thunder doesn't do as much damage as you'd hoped. But they're still looking hurt. Is that your turn? Ah, yes. To make it harder for them to hit you. You're gonna hop. Where do you hop? Okay. Alrighty. And with your hop, you successfully evade any opportunity attacks. And I believe that turns it to Sun's turn. Swing on the same one. 15. Let me double check. Yes, 15 hits. Okay. Okay. It is looking really hurt. It's still alive barely, but no, I did not. I am sorry. 22 hits. Feel free to roll for damage. It gives out a wailing screech as it dissipates into ether. Okay. Canis, it is your turn. Canis? It is your turn. You could cunning action disengage, move back a couple steps, and shoot the healthy one. That is also a fair an option. Do that thing. That hits. Okay. 2d4 damage. Are you hitting the hurt one or the healthy one? Okay. Alrighty. Fortunately, you do not get that sweet, sweet sneak attack damage, but you do hurt it a little bit. Is that your turn? Cool. Okay. That's fair. Alrighty. This thing is going to move up. Still very angry at you, Alistair, and going to make an attack. No, it takes 2d8 thunder damage. So, Alistair, roll 2d8. You 5 and 8. That's going to be 13. Still not as much, but it's looking really hurt. And it's going to attack you, Alistair. Does a 16 hit? Okay, you shield it away and make it a flourish so it looks natural. Mm-hmm. Odds, evens. Okay, son. The healthy one is turning its attentions to you. Horribly. And, Canis, you are getting attacked as well. And it missed horribly. Alistair, it is now your turn. Make your swing. Nice. Oh, yeah. And he is dead. He also screams out into the ether as he is destroyed. Is that your turn? Okay, son, it is your turn. Okay. 15 hits. Okay. Okay. Hit it a second time. Nice. Nice. Okay. With a screech after two quick blows, one of them hitting this thing harder than it ever expected. Despite its resistances, it screeches out as you tear its ethereal form apart. And I believe that's your turn. Mm-hmm. Okay. Canis, it is your turn. Oh, wait. Well, it missed anyways. I forgot that you were dodging. You would you get advantage? I don't think that's. I don't think you get advantage because an ally is within 5 feet of your target. Yeah, that is fine. It happens. That's still a natural 20. Okay, so subtract the 4. So 15 plus 12. Nice. It's dead. How do you pierce its ethereal form away? Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Just like as it dissipates. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. It is not hard to actually get the rope down to the bottom. It's not terribly long drop. Okay. Does okay, let me move you guys to the next bit. It is time for a break. So let mm-hmm. That is fair. Everybody on break, caffeine break, whatever break. There. Ba 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 ba. Ooh, I'm back. Welcome back. How are you doing tonight? The horrors persist, yet so do I. Mm-hmm. I know how that feels. Oof. Yeah. Well, here's the problem with playing in real life. I could get the camera, but I don't have any cards. True. I understand. I know. It's just easier for me to use digital cards. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How are you doing, Iridian? Other than tired. I'm gonna move you guys down to the next floor. Next bit. it's up here, down here. Ooh. Okay. Is everybody back? Yep, we are. That'll be fine. Okay. Okay. Resistenza. Good lord. Okay. Oh, welcome back. Dogs are being dogs. Okay. Well, are we all ready? Possibly. Okay. A radiant. Cool. Awesome. 3 hurrahs for being still here. You don't have to do the hurrahs. Anyway, so you jump down into a tomb, a gilded sarcophagus with walls in set with semi-precious stones. And as the last of you steps into the this tomb, a wraith appears. Let me see here. There we go. A wraith appears, and this elvish wraith-looking individual's cackles. You will make fine specters to serve me in the afterlife, and I will be able to be free from this tomb. Roll initiative. I can kill anybody. Well, you will die again. I think Alistair and Connors. I will suck your souls from your body. Everybody has a soul. What? I will find out! uh, you just... Are you some kind of narcoleptic? narcolepsy suffer or something? I find that hard to believe. No! This wraith is confused. I mean, sure. Make a deception check. In fact, I think all three of you matched. I think you all rolled a 14 on initiative. Oh. Yeah. Oh, wait. No. Alistair, um, I think you got a 19. Yeah, so you're good. That is a 21. Um, I made that mistake. Yeah. Um, give me a moment. Good Lord. Every, like, she kind of stutters a bit. You've broken her undead brain a little bit. She goes, I think you don't understand how the world works. What? um, regardless. After I steal the life energy from your bodies, I will get out of here, even if I cannot use you as servants. But in here, I'm trapped. I'm sorry, you both were speaking at the same time. At least I can move around in wherever I am. I can pass through walls? Or... I will take my chances. Yeah. You do hear, while all this is happening, all of you, a voice coming out from inside from... It seems like it's coming out from inside the tomb itself. A voice calling out, "In the sarcophagus! I can help you!" So, with initiative rolled, Alistair, it is your turn. Yeah. Okay. Magic weapon. How long does magic weapon last? Let me check. Yeah, you don't have to cast it again. Yeah. $18 hits. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You roll 1d8 for thunder damage. Okay. While the uh, piercing damage doesn't do as much as you'd like, you notice she doesn't have the same resistance as the specters did to the thunder. Bunny hop away. Bless you. Uh-huh. Okay. Is that your turn? Wait. Can you bunny hop? Is that a bonus action? And you didn't have to cast magic weapon as a bonus action, so yeah, because it lasts an hour. Yep, yep. It is an action. That is awesome. Well, not yet. Yeah. So, this one, not caring that she is warbling with thunderous energy, steps forward. So, roll 2d8s for thunder damage. Unfortunately, the thunder damage didn't do too much. Okay. Not yet. Um, she is mostly angry at Canis right now. So she is going to attack Canis. You know what? That is fair. I am going to roll between the two of you. So odds, Canis. God damn it. Canis, you are still getting attacked. God. You're going to spend a luck point? You know what? That is fair. That is fair. 17 to hit. Does it hit? Better than a natural 20. Yeah. Whew. So, you take 17 necrotic damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, you take 8 necrotic, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, you save. Okay. That is her turn. Canis, it is now your turn. Okay, that is fair. Ooh. Okay. Does it? Does an 18 wisdom save? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. I need you to, as you cast the spell, I need you to roll a d100 for me. Mm-hmm. Actually, Alistair, oh, it doesn't matter, actually. I forgot about it, but I needed to, whenever you were casting, damn it. Whenever you were, yeah. Not Booming Blade, but whenever you cast Magic Weapon, I needed you to, make a, D100 roll. I'm gonna say in the, you know what? You needed to do that too, but I'm just going to say in here, it's only in here that it's causing this effect because of the Phaserus energy is most dense in here. So with a 24, um, okay, Canis, for the next minute, your spells with a casting time of an action have a casting time of a bonus action. You just something in the air around you suffuses with your magic, and while you still are able to you don't know exactly what it did, you feel like you can cast spells faster. Son, it is your turn. Okay. Yes. Okay. 18 definitely works. There is a mummified corpse in the sarcophagus, and laying on top of it, clasped in the mummified hands, is the hilt of a sword. Grab it. Let me see here. Okay. Good lord. See here. Okay, what's your alignment? Well, it's not evil. So, which is that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, uh, as you grasp onto the weapon, you feel it instantly attuning to you. Goes, use me to slay this. Do you have any attunement slots available? Okay. Okay. You have the legendary sword Dawnbringer. Yes. Now granted, for this time being, let me see here. It will work. No. It acts as a long sword or a short sword. Or more properly, it is a long sword, but it can be used if you are proficient with short swords. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Give me a moment. Uh, the wraith screams with rage as you pull the blade from the sheath, and it hits. And its light hits her. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Uh, she will. She in this particular bit, will not be happy with the person who picked her up, but for the moment, use me to slay this terrible evil. Yeah, you already have a sentient sword. She doesn't want to share. It's going to gain full sentience at some point. She knows it, and she doesn't want to share. Yeah. Also, she's not too ideal on a weapon made to send made as kind of a weapon of death. Kind of fits her vibe. Goes against her vibe. Not necessarily, or at least according to her. Yeah, it also has the finesse quality, by the way. Yeah, it's a lightsaber. Yeah. Okay. So, are you going to attack with the new weapon? Oh, yes, you did. Okay. Sorry. Alistair, it is back to you. Make another attack. The 18 hits. Nice. Do it. Do it! Nice. Booming blade is thunder, not not lightning. Yeah, different vibe. It makes it sound booms. It's the wub blade. Sorry. Um, is that your turn? She gives a screech of anger, and she's turning all her attention onto Sun. Missed. Canis, it is your turn. Something to note in the light of the blade, it appears that her ability to do make effective attacks is diminished. No, you haven't. Canis, it is your turn. 5 feet. That is true. Mm-hmm. By the way, if you don't move, I think you can use your bonus action to steady aim and get advantage. That is fair. That definitely hits. Roll your damage. Okay. Fortunately, the piercing damage doesn't do as much as you'd like, but still a hefty chunk. And she's not. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me double check something. Da-da-da. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, you gotta roll a D100. And Alistair, go ahead and roll a D100 yourself. Okay. Nice. 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 So, um, Canis, with a 55, you get an extra action this turn. And, yeah. Alistair, you begin to illuminate bright light. Any creature that ends their turn within 5 feet of you has the blinded condition. Pretty much, if it can be blinded. So, yeah. Yes. Well, it would be an action to throw, right? You let me see here. Oh wait, that is true. That is not what it says. Um Action shoot, bonus action fire. You got an extra action, yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. What was your damage? Oh, produce flame. Oh wait. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, 11 still misses. Make another shot. This has not gone well. Oh well. Son, it is now your turn. Make an attack roll. Hits. I think you get another D8 due to the Dawnbringer. Yeah. So. Okay. Yep. You make a second attack. 21 hits. That's still considered radiant. Nice. Um, how do you finish her off? Nice. She gives a screech as her form is cut through by the radiant blade, and she dissipates. Well, I believe if you're going to have another sentient blade, I'd be in better hands with somebody else. What do you mean? Be like what? Overreacting. Oh, You would, I mean, you would be an okay wielder, but you're coming off of you have too much of a dark aura around you, and I'd rather deal with somebody who's better or more has a better lightly aura around them. Please take it, Alistair. You now hear a feminine voice in your head. Please take me. You hold the sword. Originally was evil. She it's just like she like as you grab a hold of her, she's like, "Oh, oh, oh." I mean, if you're willing to be better than you are now, I'd be perfectly happy to have you around. Okay, just uphold the natural order of things, kill the undead and dark creatures, care for those in need, be compassionate. I'll help you. Don't worry, I'll help. Oh, I think I want the I think I want the one with death. The one who is who collects souls too. I think I want the one who collects souls better. At one point, the sword does connect to you, Canis. Now that you speak up, like, how about you? Are you someone who? I I am Dawnbringer. Would you like to? Would you like to wield the light of the sun at your side? No. Uh, please, um, don't douse my light. Yeah. Please, please help. You seem like a kind soul. She's connecting to you, Canis. Dawnbringer. Or Dawn. No. I don't like my blade to be dimmed. No, please don't. Well, I'm not comfortable being in this spot right now. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, much better. I mean, unless you would be willing to. I mean, do you want to? Oh, oh, okay. I mean, he will do. He will do. It's nice to meet you too. Before you go, there is the sarcophagus itself. Let me see here. Yeah, the sheath. The sarcophagus has its sheath, and the sheath does look valuable. Um, she will note you might want to search through this place a little bit more. I think there might be some some treasure still about in this room. Mhm. Not really. That would be ideal. Bryce's was never a really nice person in the end. That's fine. Very sensible. Hmm. As you begin to search this room more thoroughly, you find at the opposite end of the sarcophagus, you're kind of looking around and you almost trip on it because there's some kind of invisible chest right at the foot of the sarcophagus. And you kind of kick against it. Hmm. Hmm. And there is a. It doesn't seem to open. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It is unlocked. So it opens up, and you see coinage and some. There are a few items, some gems and there's coins in the chest. I am going to send in chat, in the text on the game, that's there. Yeah! And you guys... Let me check. I don't know. I'll check. There are 5 beads. No. It takes a magic action to do so. Mm-hmm. At the same time, you can pluck multiple, and it basically acts as casting it at a higher level up to uh, level 7. Yeah, which should be 12d6. Mm-hmm. There are 5. Uh, no, it just takes a magic action each turn. Yep. Eight d6. It's 3rd level at default, and it does 8d6. Unfortunately, I don't know if you can do that. Sadly. They would have they would need the light quality as well. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Um, Probably a good 500 pounds. It's solid stone. Yes. Yep, it's stone. It's a decent size. Probably about 5 feet wide. Okay. Okay. Do you investigate other places? Mm-hmm. Will you try and open the sarcophagi in the other room? Okay. Yeah. A natural 20? Well, you don't see any traps, but these sarcophagi can be open. It looks like their lids are fairly heavy, so you it might take a little bit, but you'd have to open them to get a knowledge of what's inside. Make strength checks. Okay, make a strength check. 21? Nice. Which one do you open? Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. You open up the sarcophagus, and inside you see a ewer made of beaten gold and a walking stick made of varnished yew with a golden handle shaped like a scorpion. Both of these look like they would be worth some money. Not much, but together both these items would be worth about 100 goldish. A, mhm. A walking stick and a ewer. It's basically like a pitcher. Make another roll. By the way, Dawnbreaker is talking shade about Alistair the entire time. Just like complaining. Just to Sun. Just to Sun. Oh no. She she can talk to anybody she wants. She hasn't talked straightly to Canis much yet, but she will. Just just wait. Did you see how he was treating me? Oh, I bet he doesn't even know how to polish his own sword. You saw how he was just you saw how he was just waving it around? Jeez. I think I'm going to make it a thing where she is unintentionally making like a whole bunch of like inappropriate. Yeah, I think that's yeah. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, it's like the dicks in Letterkenny. Anyway, so I believe this might be a good point to close session, just to give a little extra potential for sleep for Canis and all that fun stuff. Right? Hey, everybody, thank you for making it this far at the very least. Just want to say, hey, if you want to support my channel, it would be awesome if you liked, subscribed, commented, all that fun stuff. If you want to add a little bit of extra support on there, go to my Ko-fi channel. The link will be in the description. Right now, I don't know if the link is actually clickable or not, but I'll have the actual URL you need to go to that you can just copy and paste into the browser. But yeah, you can go to my Ko-fi page, hire me as a game master, even just like subscribe, get some little extra fun stuffs. Or I mean, you can check out my other store and see if anything there intrigues you. Just there for a little bit of extra support. I'm trying to make sure that I can keep myself self sufficient on this stuff, and every little bit helps. Um, Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope to see you in the next video.